show you what is compelling. And the one the accused person to be denied bail. Perhaps what I need to say first and foremost is nothing that has been said is compelling in any way. Now let's start with the date that the accused person was arrested. According to the charge sheet, he was arrested on 11th of January 2025, 2 days ago. And if you look at the charge sheet here, the OB number is OB number 19. This one. OB number 19 of 11th January 2025. 11th January 2025. Therefore, they tell you that the accused person in paragraph number 5 that it has taken 1 month to trace the accused person. Yet this matter was reported on Saturday, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, that is the OB. So when they come and tell you it's 1 month, they are not being honest about it. They are not telling the court how he was summoned, whether he was called by phone or whether there was a document of service upon him to appear at the police station. When they come and tell you that he disappeared, then he disappeared from where? If they could say, disappeared from where? What contradicts them, Your Honor, is that It is said that he was arrested when there was another matter that had appeared, I don't know whether in a court or in a police station. But that is not true. When the investigating officer called the accused person on Saturday, the same day the matter is reported, the accused person told him, I am in the bank, NCBA Bank at Junction Mall, and that's where they found him. The simplest question that the court would ask itself in this circumstance is, if he can tell them where they are, where he is, and he waits for them, is that a person who wants to abscond? Can that argument really hold that he wanted to abscond? Yet they call him, he waits for them. Your Honor, if the accused person present here in court has an office in Lavington, he has another office in Westlands, and one more in Diamond Plaza, 3 offices. Where did they look for him? Where? And what did they leave behind to show they were there? In the affidavit, they could have told you, we went to these places on such and such a day and such a time, and he was not there. So what they're telling you cannot be true. Not today, Your Honor. It is not true. Even at the time of his arrest, they called his legal team in the office at Lavington, and they spoke. With an attempt to tell them that they can present him. was denied bond, police bond on the 11th until today. The reasons why Mr. Omar will be able to highlight on that. But while they tell you that he has a ticket that he was supposed to fly out on 13th, which is today, maybe council did not notice that it is also a return ticket. But one thing they clearly say is, he availed the ticket to them. They did not look for it. He availed it to them, showing honesty and integrity. This is the person they don't want you to give bail. Your Honor will note from that ticket that it was booked way before that date of arrest. Such that this ticket could not have been bought as a plan to exit, but as a person going on business. It was bought in August last year. Before these charges were drafted, this gentleman had a plan to travel to New York for business, not because of this case. You know, paragraph 6 and 7 of the affidavit. Paragraph 6 and 7, yes, Your Honor. Tweets from the account of the accused person have been annexed. Sorry? Tweets from his account have been annexed. And because Your Honor, you'll be looking at them, I just want to show you why it's absurd so that I can read. Now that you have a copy of it today. One of the tweets is, it says, I had a couple of investors meeting in New York slated this week to raise funds for KhalifKairo.com. We are targeting seed investors round through a safe instrument. Is that somebody who wants to abscond? How is that related to abscond? The next tweet is, keep supporting me, keep praying for me, and I swear when God helps me to cross to the other side, sitawacha hii generation yangu nyuma. Somebody who wants to help the other generation, when he becomes well off, he will go along with them. Again, this is what they say, he wants to abscond. And then the third one, hii clout yangu ya social media huwauma. They know the sort of influence I have, and it pisses them. Unlike them, we haven't sold our souls. Ndio unaona wana struggle sana kuuza narrative that I should quit social media. Okay. I do not see the relevance, you know. Perhaps as you look at it, maybe you might see. The last tweet is on 15th of July 2024. Before this case started. And he says, continue destroying your country then. Those of us with strong international connections can always move and go build other countries like Somalis have done. Nyinyi wenye hamna kazi, kesho economy collapse kabisa, nyinyi mtaumia zaidi. Advising people to not collapse the country. Yes.
Where the bar is.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
You know, when you are getting these microphones in politics, you find yourself moving. So, Your Honor, I get carried away, but sometimes let me just. Yes, Your Honor. So, he says that he can do other businesses anywhere. If you collapse this country, he has not said because I've stolen somebody's money for a car. No. Not because I wanted to buy somebody's Subaru or anything that I will run away. No, it is totally unrelated. Totally unrelated. So, Your Honor, from all those three things, which one is compelling? How they arrested him, that he wants to abscond, that he has made tweets. Material must be put by the prosecution that is stronger than this. Let us not assume, let us not imagine, because they have failed on their duty. And that's why before I sit, Your Honor, I'll just bring you back to Article 19 of the Constitution. These rights belong to an individual, not the state. Not the state. So they cannot come here and tell you denying this person born when they have nothing. Article 28 is clear, Your Honor, that they needed to treat an accused person or any suspect with dignity. It is not dignity only in court and in the prison. It is dignity everywhere. Harassing him and handcuffing him in the bank and throwing him into the boot of a Subaru and bringing him very fast to the police station. What dignity is that? Denying him bail and saying utaona kwa mahakama Monday. They deny him those rights because they think it belongs to them. And as I sit down, Your Honor, I want to say that the fundamental rights are not for the purpose of just being there. It is to protect this accused person from the excesses of the state. The excesses of the state, and this is an excess. feel the court has appreciated what we are saying. Your Honor, then the court, the police, the prosecution, we are all enjoined in this Article 21, which by it says that once this you recognize as these rights, once you recognize that they exist, and they do, then the court should start by wanting to grant rather than to deny. That is what I say.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be very, very brief. Learned colleagues have dealt with the law and the facts. I'll deal with the person before you. Your Honor, this is a 28-year-old Gen Z. He's involved in the business of importing cars and selling them to Kenyans. He sold his first car at the age of 18. So he has been in this trade for the last 10 years. Last year alone, he imported and sold over 300 cars. With a turnover of over 1 billion Kenyan shillings. He has a staff employed, paid by him, of 25 permanent employees and hundreds on commission. Your Honor, his mode of business is the reason why he's before you. He's a wizard in the social media to market his products. He has occasioned closure of several competitors in the industry. Your Honor, this matter is purely to tarnish his name and destroy his business empire. The all-established motor vehicle traders are not happy with these Gen Z people. And immediately, the court pronounces itself. And I said immediately the court pronounces itself in our application. We have instructions to write to the Director of Public Prosecution to terminate this matter. That explains, Your Honor, why up to now, Police Officer Elizabeth is not in court. Esther, she's not in court. And Your Honor, that explains why I put it to the court that it looks it is different parties and forces, not government, trying to prosecute this young man. And I kindly enter the young man into reasonable cash bail, allow him to travel. Court has seen the passport. Over 200 entries in different countries. Source for business for our own Kenyans to get jobs. It is a sad story. That we want to criminalize industry. Then on a light note, I retired at 60, December 6th. I cannot continue clinging. That's why the young Gen Zs are with me here. Let old business people accept the young people that they can do better than us. Allow the young man to go on reasonable terms. And I think these facts were not known to the state, that I put them to the state. I will expect that they will withdraw that application and affidavit and concede for the young man to go home and work for us. May the court get favor in our friendship. That's all.